Hi, I'm Laura with Nature Investigations, and this week's Nature Mystery is a bird that I observed flying right over my head, landing about 50 feet away from me after it caught a rodent and eating the rodent in front of me. This bird of prey is North America's most common, and you could observe it at any time of year. It can be found in all sorts of habitats, and at times it can become very unafraid of people. Sometimes it might be tricky to identify because there's 14 subspecies, all with unique colorations that exist, ranging from very pale to very dark and everything in between. But for the most part, if you observe a bird of prey and it has a dark belly band with vertical streaks, making its white chest above those streaks more obvious, and it has a bulky body when flying and a large fan-shaped tail, then that gives you a clue as to what type of bird of prey you have. If you're observing an adult, you'll see the solid red tail. And if you've guessed this week's nature mystery as the red-tailed hawk, then you've solved it. Got to be careful though, because juveniles, they have streaked tails, and those tails can be streaked for up to 2 years. And that makes identification of juveniles a bit trickier. Red-tailed hawks are one of our larger birds of prey, and so they focus on eating mammals like rabbits and rodents. But if you live in an area with snakes, they will eat some snakes, including rattlesnakes. They can dive up to 120 miles per hour after their prey, grabbing it with their long talons. Most red-tailed hawks don't migrate. If they do, they don't go very far. They'll go maybe from Canada into the northern parts of the United States. So most of the red-tails we're seeing are resident birds, and they can spend their whole lives in an area of only 2 to 10 square miles. In the winter, the best thing to do is to search for these birds perched high up in trees. That way they can observe their territory and any prey. I hope that you enjoyed this week's nature video. See you next time.